What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a ball review for the all-new Fatal Venom with special guest appearance by Andrew Graff. Stay tuned after the intro. So for this review of the all-new Fatal Venom, I brought along a buddy of mine, Andrew. He is a completely different bowler than I am. He has a higher ball speed than me, higher rev rate than me, and he is a lot more forward than I am. And his backswing's a little bit higher than mine. If you guys like this video, make sure to give me a like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can stay up to date every time I drop a new video. 70% of my total views are coming from non-subscribers, so I would super appreciate if you hit that subscribe button for me. And if you like this jersey or any of the jerseys in any of my videos, you can head on over to logoinfusion.com, use my promo code Lewis, and it'll get you 20% off your entire order. We are currently running a buy 4, get 1 free deal, and then you can use my promo code to get 20% off on top of that. So the Fatal Venom is Motiv's newest symmetrical pearl bowling ball. It features the gear core, which has an RG of 2.48 and a differential of 0.034. It's the same core that was in the Venom shock. So what that core does for the Fatal Venom, it wants to get it into a roll very early because that RG is on the lower side. And then that differential being 0.034 is in that medium low category, so the ball isn't going to flare a whole lot. Wrapped around that gear core is the Infusion Pearl cover. And as you guys know by now, I love this Infusion Pearl cover. They need to put Infusion on everything, in my opinion. So this cover is a very clean cover that wants to create a lot of angle down lane. So what that means, or for what I saw for the Fatal Venom, is that the ball wants to be on the smoother side, but still wants to get down lane. It's not like, it doesn't create shape down lane like the VIP. What my eyes saw from this Fatal Venom is that it is a true pearl version of the Venom shock. The Fatal comes out of box at a 5500 laser scan polish finish, which translates to about a 4000 Abralon followed by the Motiv Power Gel polish. In this video, I have my Fatal at the box finish, and Andrew has his at about a 3000 sanded finish. Andrew typically doesn't like to throw bowling balls with polish, so for that reason, his is sanded and mine is at the out-of-box finish. Comment down below and let me know if you have pre-ordered or are going to pre-order this Fatal Venom so you can pick it up when it comes out on December 4th. I'm going to take you guys out on the lanes now so you can see Andrew and myself tossing the all-new Fatal Venom. Thank you guys for joining us as Andrew and myself review the all-new Fatal Venom. Now this video is a little bit different because I have a special guest, but the one thing that's not going to change is that I'm going to show you every single shot that we threw in this session. In my opinion, it is the only way to really gauge what a bowling ball is going to do is by showing you the good shots and the bad. If all I did was show you nothing but strikes, it can make any bowling ball look amazing. Now, with that being said, Andrew particularly struck a ton when filming this video. I'm going to read you a little bit of what he said about the ball. Andrew said that it definitely feels like a pearl Venom shock and that it gives him a little bit more length and comes off the spot really nice. He knows that if he gets a little forward with it, it'll give him a really consistent push in the fronts and a quick mid-lane read. He said it was a very good compliment to his Venom shock when the shock is seeing it a little bit too early. And I gotta tell you guys, that is exactly what I saw also. One of the things I really like about bowling with Andrew is that him and I see the lanes the same way. So exactly what he said is what I see. I think it'll be a very good compliment to the Venom shock. It definitely shapes more than the shock, but it won't shape as much as like a Supra or a VIP. One of the things that I really liked about this Fatal Venom in watching myself and Andrew throw this ball is that it gets into a roll earlier than other pearls in our line like the Supra or the VIP, but it definitely shapes more than other solids in our line. Seeing myself toss this ball with polish and Andrew throw his with a little bit of surface really tells me just how versatile this ball is. And it's because of that core. The core in this ball is one of our greatest cores that we have ever made. And then in my opinion, and I've said this before and I think I will continue to say this in the future, the Infusion Pearl cover is the best pearl cover that Motiv has ever made. I am so happy that we have this Infusion, and I hope that we continue to pour bowling balls with that cover. So Motiv is trying to hit an absolute home run with this Fatal Venom. We have the gear core, which is the best core that we have ever made, paired up with the Infusion Pearl cover, which is the best pearl cover that we have ever made. This ball, in my opinion, is an absolute home run. Now, do I think it's going to be as good as the Venom Shock or the Jackal Ghost, for example? That is yet to be determined because those balls, especially the Venom Shock, have been around for so long. Now, do I think this ball has potential to be as great as the Venom Shock? I think so. The gear core, like I've said, is one of the best cores we've ever made. And then you paired it with the best pearl cover that we've ever made. How can this ball not be up there? Now, I'm not here telling you that this ball is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Go out and get one today. All I'm saying is that this ball has a ton of potential. And what this ball is doing on the lanes for Andrew and myself, I really, really like. I can really see myself throwing this ball on the fresh on the lower volume house patterns, especially where the back ends are really crispy, where you don't really need something that's overly angular. I can already see myself throwing this ball in my league a lot. Now, because Andrew's rev rate is so much higher than mine and his ball roll is so much more forward than I am, I can definitely see Andrew throwing this on a lot more patterns than I can. I know that in shooting this video, it was silly how much Andrew struck from different parts of the lane. He got a little bit further right and played a little bit more up the lane, and it struck a ton. And then he got left and started like really wrenching on it, and the ball still got down lane and went through the pins the right way. I was super impressed with how this ball went through the pins from so many different angles. Like I've always said, the only way that a ball stays in my bag is versatility. And in watching this ball being thrown with two different surfaces by two completely different bowlers, and we both can get the ball to go through the pins the right way, my opinion is that this ball is very, very versatile. Now, when you compare the Fatal Venom to, say, a Venom Recoil, the Fatal is going to be a little bit longer and create a little bit more shape than the Recoil, but the Recoil is going to be more ball overall. It's going to be on the smoother side, and it's definitely going to handle a little bit more volume than the Fatal can. Let me know down below in the comments what balls you want me to compare to the Fatal Venom. So I know 100% that I'm going to compare this ball to the Venom Shock and the Venom Recoil, being that they're both Venoms. I am also going to do a comparison to the VIP, and then I'm thinking the Supra as well. Just depends on what you guys think and what you guys let me know down below in the comments. I'm also going to do a surface video like I did for the Jackal Flash and the VIP, where I'm going to take the Venom, the Fatal Venom at box, which is the 5500 laser scan polish, and then I'm going to work it all the way down to 500 so we can see how versatile this ball is with 7 different ball surfaces. I think the thing that I like the most about the Fatal Venom for me in my hands is that it is a smoother pearl. A lot of times with these overly angular pearl balls, I tend to not match up with them as much, but this ball, being that it is on the smoother side, my eyes really, really like to see that it gets into a roll early and then it doesn't boomerang down lane, but it still comes off the spot harder than some of the solids. But what amazes me about this ball is that for me, it is on the smoother side of pearls, and then you see Andrew throw it with surface and it shapes a ton. So I think this ball is going to be very specific to how you throw the ball. If you're someone whose rev rate's a little bit higher and maybe have a little bit more forward, it is going to come off the spot a little bit harder than, say, someone like me. So if you're on the lower rev rate side, this ball isn't going to be as angular. For me personally, because my misses tend to be fast, I really like throwing balls that have lower RGs. So the fact that this ball has a really good pearl cover with a lower RG means that if I do miss fast, it's still going to get into a roll. And like we've seen in this video, it goes through the pins from a multitude of different angles. Well, there you have it, folks. That's my first impressions of the all-new Fatal Venom. Let me know down below in the comments what you thought about this video, and if you think the ball rolled better for Andrew or myself. Click right here to watch one of my older videos. Click right here to subscribe. Till next time, guys.